The single phone call opening a world of possibility. Today, President Obama surprised everyone, announcing he had a personal phone conversation with the new president of Iran, the first direct contact between leaders since 1979. So the question tonight, is this the best chance for a breakthrough in the Middle East in 30 years? And will the new leader of Iran really deliver? ABC's chief White House correspondent Jonathan Karl on these latest developments from the White House. John.
History was made today, Diane, with that 15-minute phone call, a potential opening to a country the U.S. is accused of trying to build nuclear weapons and supporting terrorism.
Not since before this, the storming of the U.S. Embassy in Tehran and the 444-day hostage crisis that followed, has a U.S. president spoken to an Iranian president.
The very fact that this was the first communications between an American and Iranian president since 1979 underscores the deep mistrust between our countries, but it also indicates the prospect of moving beyond that difficult history.
News of the call first broke with a tweet from Iran's president shortly before President Obama announced it. Rouhani had turned down a face-to-face meeting when both men were in New York on Tuesday, but the call was his idea. Rouhani has been in New York all week, speaking at the UN and vowing warmer relations with the United States. The obstacles are huge. For years, war with Iran has seemed more likely than diplomatic progress. But the president says he sees a chance for a big change, beginning with renewed talks on Iran's nuclear program.
I believe we've got a responsibility to pursue diplomacy, and that we have a unique opportunity to make progress with the new leadership in Tehran.
Right after the president touted his historic conversation with the president of Iran, he lashed out at a group he hasn't been talking to, Republicans in Congress, who he blamed for putting the government on a path to shutdown in just 3 days.
Nobody gets to threaten the full faith and credit of the United States just to extract political concessions. No one gets to hurt our economy and millions of innocent people just because there are a couple of laws that you do not like.
While history was made with the Obama-Rouhani phone conversation, there have been no phone calls this week between the president and the Speaker of the House. Diane, it is no exaggeration to say that the president has made more progress this week with Iran than he has with the Republicans in Congress.
All right, John, so give us the real story. Is there going to be a shutdown next week, and how long?
I think that there quite likely will be. I put the odds at 50-50 this morning. Now I think it is more likely than not there will be a shutdown next week, likely just for a couple of days, Diane. The much bigger problem coming when the country faces the risk of default if Congress doesn't raise the amount that the government can borrow.
All right, Jonathan Karl reporting at the White House again for us tonight. Thank you, John. And on Sunday, George Stephanopoulos will have an exclusive interview with Iran's foreign minister live, and that is Sunday on This Week.